Hey buddy, welcome to Monday. Today is April 14th, 2025, and I'm Michelle with Yes Michelle Crochets. Please allow me first to say welcome and hello to my returning viewers, my returning subscribers, and my returning lurkers, and a very special welcome and hello to my new viewers, my new subscribers, and my new lurkers. I appreciate having each and every one of you here with me today, and I thank you for your time. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have a bit of a routine to my videos. I like to start out with a quote of the day. I think it sets the tone for the video. I know it sets the tone for my day. From there, we're going to discuss what's in my cup, the weather outside. I'll give you a few quick announcements, and then I will have a very important conversation with a very special friend. Once I've done that, I'm going to move right into the topic of the day. Now, once I'm done talking, I'm going to give you a screen card. And in that screen card, I'm going to detail what you'll see me crocheting in the next part of the video. Now, let me be clear. If you're not a crochet artist, that is by no means no excuse to run away, because what we will have is really great music. And this is a perfect time for you to work on your project. Whether you knit, diamond dart, maybe this is a good time for you to catch up on a couple of things you need to read or a couple of correspondence you need to write. We're going to be together for just a few more minutes, but this is a good time not to waste. And again, good music, so stick around. Once that is done, then you're going to see another screen card. It's going to show you the quote of the day again, and then I'm going to celebrate my members and give you an end screen. And in that end screen, I'm going to remind you and ask that if you haven't already done so, please hit like, hit subscribe, and tickle that bell notification, because that way you'll be reminded anytime that I drop a post, a video, or I go live. And all of those things are things I'd love to have you around for. It's also going to ask you to please share this video. You see, for me, this is a virtual hug to you. I would love it if you would share that virtual hug with someone else. And the end screen is also going to give you a video recommendation or a playlist of mine that either I or YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy. Now, with all of that said, please allow me to get started with the quote of the day. Today's quote is meaty for me because it's so simple, but so smart. Said by Bob Dylan, "There is nothing so stable as change." How poignant this very statement is, because sometimes we're changing the way we do things or the way we dress. Maybe we're changing our hair. Maybe we're changing the entire way that we do everything. And it's amazing. Sometimes because we have to, sometimes because we want to. But no matter what, change can be a beautiful thing if you embrace it and you are the action part of that change. If you're the reason things are changing, it's wonderful. If things are changing and you don't like it, well, you have two choices. Be wabi-sabi and go with the flow, or be the resistance to that change. All of those things dive deeper into the conversation than I'm ready to go, because coffee has not coffeed yet. We are not ready for anything more intense, but this is our coffee of the day, and our coffee is the coffee that you hear me talk about most every time I do a video, where I take my personal bullet blender, I toss in a pre-made protein shake. In this case, again, it's the Quest salted caramel flavor protein shake. Oh, that is my giddy and my go-to more often than not. I tossed in 2 scoops of the Javvy protein shake, each one, the protein mix. This is a coffee-based protein mix made by Javvy, and those 2 scoops each contain 10 grams of protein. So that plus the 30 grams in the pre-made protein shake is a 50-gram protein boost for me to start my day with. To that, I add a pre-made cold brew coffee and just a hint of my fake sugar because, yeah, we don't do real sugar over here. But all of that is the most delicious flavoring and just exactly what I need to get my day started. It is a lot later than I normally phone because I'm also getting ready to head out to the doctor today. Just doing some basic routine maintenance to the body that is me. And then I will work the other half of the day with my daycare family. But for now, I'm getting this video done and enjoying my time with you. So thank you for being here. Now, the weather. The weather outside is the weather. And I'm actually going to have to pull up my phone because I didn't write it down. I saw it and went, but I didn't write it down. So today's weather is a pretty simple mix. It's spring. What's to complain about? Not much for me. At just after 6 o'clock in the morning, it is 64 degrees. We are only expecting a high of 68, and it was 45 degrees at its lowest point today. So that's the weather in my area. I'd love to know what the weather is in your area. So do me a favor. In the comments section, let me know what the weather is like in your area. Maybe I need to be living where you are. Anyway, on to announcements. My announcements today are as they are most every day. Happy birthday or happy anniversary if today is your special day. I sincerely appreciate having you here with me on your special day to spend it with me because it makes me feel pretty special too. I also want to say hey there to my best buds and greetings and salutations to the royal court. Now, if you're wondering who are her best buds and what is this royal court, well, those are the members of my channel. These are people who've invested just a little bit of financial support to the channel to give me a monumental boost in bringing a better production to your station, as I like to call it. This channel started out with, of course, me still working full-time, and I still do, but we have grown exponentially in so many different ways, and I'm so excited for the growth that we've done and what I'm looking forward to doing with this channel. Now, those members, they get a special perk and privilege as members. They get additional videos, they have custom emojis. Most Saturdays, and I'll talk about what happened this past Saturday, they get a live just before we go live on the general audience sector at 10 a.m. Central. At 9 a.m. Central, I meet with them. We talk about things, we work on things, we have a good time. And those things are exclusive to them. So I'm not telling you what those conversations are about. And I'm pretty sure they won't either. So on to that, I also want to add, while I'm making a point of talking about the perks and benefits, there will be no video tomorrow. I am working on something behind the scenes, as I mentioned earlier, about change. And it means that I need that Tuesday time in order to make sure that I am bringing you the best quality of videos that I can. So I'm sure you'll understand and give me a little bit of grace as I take Tuesdays and do something so that I can improve who I am and who you see in front of this camera. Now, we were going to talk very quickly and very briefly about what happened Saturday. Friday night, apparently someone hit a utility pole very close to where I live and took power offline for me for quite a while. And in addition to losing power, I lost the internet. So though I was safe and everything is fine, I wasn't able to go live at 9 or even 10 a.m. When I finally did get my internet back after the power came on, it just was not a good time for me to be going live. I had other things I needed to take care of. And I'm sure if you've ever experienced a power loss, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to dwell on it. Let's just say I survived and it's all good. I also had the pleasure this past Sunday of spending a little bit time with another content creator, Jessica SMC, and I'm going to remember to tag her in the headline of this video, was sweet enough and kind enough this past week to have gone to one of our closing Joann's and look through what they had available and pick up some things that I desperately wanted. And I'm kind of excited to be adding to my reserve of things that won't be available after Joanne closes, possibly. Anyway, I got to meet up with her yesterday at a store called YarnCon, and we chatted a little bit, talked shop, of course. This is what we do. But I also got to pick up those wonderful, yummy pieces of yarn that she picked up for me. So, if you haven't already had the opportunity to get to know Jessica, pop over to her channel and take a look at what's going on. She does a lot of phenomenal things. She also has access to some yarns. If you're curious about what she has access to, go see her channel and learn more. Now, like I said, one of the other things I wanted to add for my members, hello members, I am working on a bonus video for you guys. My hope is to get it filmed for you all tomorrow. So anticipate in the next few days, you're going to see an extra video from me just for you. So there is that. Now, guys, please excuse me for just a moment as I have a very important conversation with a very special friend. This special friend is someone who may not be having the best of times right now and needs a little bit of extra love and support as they go through this season. And to our special friend, hey there, how are you today? I really hope the answer to that question is at least okay, but maybe it's not. And if it's not, I understand that part too. I'm going to remind you, as I do most every day, I love you. I am proud of you for recognizing you're not where you want to be and for doing what you need to do to improve that. Now, if you don't know what yet to do, the answers are simple, at least the beginning answers. You need to eat. You need to drink your water. And of course, if meds are appropriate, please take them as they're prescribed for you, as the instructions tell you to. The other thing I'm going to remind you to do, have real conversations with real people in your life, whether that's a friend or a family member, maybe it's a doctor or a neighbor, maybe it's a medical professional in a different realm. Whomever you select that you're comfortable with, have that conversation. And of course, if you don't know anyone or you don't have anyone in your life you trust in that way, this is the exact right time to use your resources, the internet or your telephone, to reach out to those professionals who can support you in this unique season of life for you. You don't have to go through this alone. There are resources available. And telling me is fine if you want to. I'd rather you didn't, not because I don't care, but simply because I really do kind of feel helpless in helping you do what you need to do to get through it. I can encourage you. Of course, I'm going to love you. But the reality is I can't necessarily help you. And I'm just being honest with you. I stopped right there because even the thought of you not being whole and helped hurts me. And I don't want that for you. So I'm going to remind you, reach out, get some help, get the support that you need. You deserve it. But for now, and yes, just for now, I want you to sit back and relax. I'm going to continue to talk, and then of course, I'm going to crochet. You can do what you can do. And if all you can do is just sit there and listen to the music, then please absorb it. Take that moment as a chance to recuperate and think about what you need to do next. Okay. I love you. And guys, thank you for being patient with me while I have that very important conversation. You see, sometimes, as much as that conversation is for others, it's to remind me that I need to eat and drink my water and take my meds. I've done one of those things. I've taken my meds, have not had my water, and I'm not ready to eat. But I wanted to be clear with you guys about what my status is at this point in the morning. Now, today, of course, is Monday. And Monday means motivation makes Monday. This excites me because you guys know I love my quotes. Quotes are quotes, and I love them. They're just, whether they change the way I see something or they remind me of something that makes me smile or laugh or encourage me to get through the things I'm going through. I love a good quote. So today's quote is also from Mark Twain. And I'm laughing because I was having a conversation last night with someone about authors who were somewhat problematic, but at the same time very engaging and entertaining. And Mark Twain falls in that category for me. That's a whole nother conversation for a previous day, and we'll let it go there. Now, on to that quote. The secret to getting ahead is getting started. Simple, easy. But sometimes the hardest step we take is the first step. Whether it's in the crochet community and you're picking up a pattern that you've never seen before, but you want to make that item, and you're like, I've never done a X. Okay, let's use the statement of a cardigan or a wearable. I've never made a wearable before, but everybody's making one and I really want to try it. I don't know about shaping. I don't know about sizing, but I'm just going to do it. Yeah, that's easy to say. A little bit harder to do, but the key is you've got the skills. You know how to make the stitches. You understand how to read patterns. You've got all of that down. You just need to get started. Maybe you have to frog parts of it. Maybe you get through the whole thing without a major frogging episode. Whatever it is, you get through it and you do it because you get started. I'm telling you all of that today because it's Monday and we're getting started with our week. We will get through this week. Heck, we will crush this week because we're getting started with this week. Next week will take care of itself when it gets here. We'll deal with it. Last week's gone. You can't fix it. You can't unring those bells. So let them go. Enjoy this week. Be here now. And with that said, I'm going to finish this video. I've been talking for more than 17 minutes. I got a lot still to do before I get out the door and head to the doctor. So, for now, and just for now, I'm going to remind you, yes, you, please eat. Drink your water. Of course, if meds are appropriate for you, you need to take them, and I want you to. I'm also going to remind you that I love you. I am so very proud of you. And I have to ask you, have you hit like? Did you subscribe? I really hope you did, because we're in a growing season on this channel, and in order to get where we're going, we need the subscription. So if you haven't hit subscribe and tickle that bell notification, you know you want to watch me squirm in this chair again. So come back again and again. You are invited. I love you, and I will see you next time. Until then, take care and have some fun today. But don't go anywhere. My hands will be on the other side with the crochet. But till then, bye-bye.